What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, we're creating a sketch illustration of Dolores from Encanto. Let's begin today's lesson by sketching a circle along the bottom of the page for the head. Now we're going to grab the pencil from the side and sketch with the flat edge. Let's start right in the middle of our page. We're just going to work our way around the left side. And then bring that back in towards the middle. And then we'll go all the way around the right side. Now with our circle in place, we're going to add some guidelines. Let's start from the top of the circle in the center. Sketch a line coming all the way down towards the bottom. And we'll extend that all the way up towards the top of our page. Let's add another guideline on the side of our circle. So we'll start on the left, coming down. And we'll extend that up towards the top. Let's do the same thing on the right. Bringing this down. And then going back up. Now we're going to add a few more guidelines going across from left to right. Let's start from the top of the circle. Just going to extend this out. Draw another line across the bottom of our circle. And we'll add one more in the center. Now you want to take the height of our circle, go all the way up towards the top, and just mark this off with a straight line. Now from here we're going to mark off the inside corner of the eyes. From that center line, let's step over towards the left. We're going to go all the way up towards the top. And we'll just extend that up just past the circle. And then come all the way down towards the bottom. Now let's take that same distance over towards the right and do the same thing. Coming down and extending that up past the circle. Now that we've laid out our grid, we're going to go ahead and start adding some facial features. Let's start with the iris. Starting from this point, we're going to step over toward the left. We're going to sketch a circle, going all the way around, and then back up towards the top. Let's go over towards the right side and do the same thing. Let's line up the bottom of the iris and draw a straight line going out towards the left, across the center, and towards the right. Now from here, we're going to draw the outside edge of the eyelid. Starting from this point, I'm just going to curve this up above the iris, and just bring that back down on the left side. Let's do the same thing on the right, going all the way up towards the same height, and then bringing that down. Let's round out the bottom of the eye, starting over on the left. We're just going to curve this down underneath that line, and then back up. And then we'll go back down to the bottom and draw the top edge of the lip. From these 2 points, I'm just going to curve the lip going up, and then bend that back down. Let's go back over toward the left side. We're going to curve the bottom lip coming down, and then up. From the top of the lip, we're going to step up, sketch a line going across. Let's go to that center point and sketch a small circle for the tip of the nose. And we'll add 2 small half circles on either side for the nostrils. Now let's go to the outside of our circle and draw the jawline coming down and then in towards the chin. So let's start on the left. I'm going to bend this down, round out the jaw, and just pull that in towards the chin, towards the center, and then go out and up towards the right. Now let's tuck the ears along the side of the head. Start from the left side of that circle. Just going to curve the ear going around, come down, and then just pull that in. Go to the right side and do the same thing. Let's draw the side of the neck coming down towards the shoulders. We move over towards the left side, draw a straight line coming down, and do the same thing on the right. Let's connect the bottom with a curve, the collar coming down and up, step up, and draw that again. Let's go to the top of the collar on the left side, draw a straight line going out towards the shoulder, and then from the bottom corner of the collar, come down and out. Now I'm going to move up and draw on the top of the head, starting with the bow. From the top of that circle, let's step up, draw a straight line going across, go up and draw another line. From the bottom corners of that knot, I'm just going to curve this down and bend that out towards the side. And it will bend the side of the bow going up and in. So let's start on the left. Going up, bending that in. And then from the top, curve this in and then down towards the top corner of the knot. Let's go back to the top of the ear, curve the bottom edge of the headband. We're going to go up and then bend that in underneath the bow. And then we'll round out the side of the headband. From the bottom corner of the bow, step in, curve this around, and then bend that back in on top of the ear. Now you want to pull the hair coming down on either side. From this point, curve the hair coming down, and then bending that out. Now we're going to place the eyebrows in between the hair and the top of the eyelid. Starting right here, it's going to angle this down and out, and line this up on the right. Just curl down the side of the brow. Now I just want to taper this so it gets wider as you come back in towards that line. Now let's go back up to the top and block in the shape of the hair. Starting from this point, I'm just going to curve this around the left side, and then pull that back in towards the side of the bow. And we'll do the same thing on the right. Now that we've established the basic shape of our drawing, let's go back in and lightly erase some of these guidelines. And now that we have our clean drawing, we're going to go back in with the tip of our pencil and start refining the shape and adding some details. Let's start with the outside edge of the iris, starting from the very top. I'm just going to trace this around, and going back up towards the top. Let's add a small highlight circle on the top right of each eye. And draw a smaller circle in the center of the pupil, going in underneath the highlight. Let's darken up the top of the pupil, going around the highlight. I'm just going to fade that out as it comes down towards the bottom, just to cast a little bit of reflection. I'm just going to shade in the outside of the iris, and then just fade that out along the bottom. And again, just going around that highlight. And we'll just darken this up. Now just work my way around the eyelid, starting from the inside. And then with the side edge of our pencil, we're just going to darken up the eyelashes along the outside of the eyelid. A little bit higher along the top. And then just tapering that in. I'm just going to extend the eyelashes using the side edge of our pencil, just going up and out. Let's add a light shadow across the top of the eyes, just underneath the eyelid. And just blend that down. And we'll add some shadows around the eye, starting above the eyelid. And just fading that across the nose bridge. Just bringing that down. Now I'm going to move down and start detailing out the nose, starting with the tip, going out towards the nostrils. Now just adding some shadows across the bottom of the nose. Now let's add some more shape to the lips, starting with that center seam. And going up towards the top of the lip, and bending that down in the middle. And we'll tuck the lower lip underneath. Let's shade in the lips with an even shade. And we'll give this some shape by adding some shadows across the bottom of the lip. And now we're going to move up and start detailing out the eyebrows. Start by tracing out the bottom edge, and the top, and then we'll shade that in. And then we'll go back to the tip of our pencil and add some texture inside the eyebrow. Starting along the bottom, just pulling these lines going up and out. Now moving out to the side, we're just going to add some more shape to the cheeks and the jawline. We'll round out the chin. And then we'll go back to the side edge of our pencil and add a light shade to the rest of the face. I'm just going to darken up the shadow on the left side, just along the inside edge of the head, and then just fade that out. I'm just casting a little bit of a highlight along the side edge. And just bring that shadow in, come down towards the chin, and then we'll shade the inside. Let's add some folds across the forehead. I'm going to move out to the side and start adding some detail to the ears. Start with the outside edge, coming in towards the earlobe. And then we'll lightly shade those in. And we'll sketch in a small oval along the earlobe for the earrings. Let's add a small heart shape underneath the ears. And we'll lightly shade in the left side and then fade that across. Now we just want to darken up that shadow just underneath the chin, coming down the neck. And just blend that down. And then we'll add some more shape to the shoulders. Let's go back and add a light fold inside the ears. And darken up the shadow along the bottom, and then fade that up. There's a couple curls that come down across the side of the head, just on top of the ears. Just loosely block that in with the side edge of our pencil. Now I'm just going to move up and start detailing out the bow, starting with the knot. Just adding a little bit more shape. And then we'll shade in the inside of the bow. Now to give our bow a little bit of shape, we're going to add some shadows across the bottom. So let's start at the bottom of the knot, and we'll just blend that up, and adding some shadows inside that crease. Now with the bow in place, we're going to move back down and start detailing out the edge of the headband. Set a couple folds along the outside. And some folds coming across from top to bottom. And then we'll go in and shade that in. Then add a shadow across the inside. And then blend that out. Now from here we're just going to work in the hairline, starting from that center line. Just pulling these lines going up with the side edge of our pencil, just to darken up the bottom, and just go across from left to right. Now we're just going to work in the left side, following that curve, coming out towards the side of the head. And darken that up. And this bow is going to cast a shadow across the top of the hair. Just darken out that top edge and just blending that down. Now for the top curl, we're just going to work our pencil all the way around, staying within that boundary with these large swirls. Just using the side edge of our pencil, just fill in that volume. Make it a little bit heavier in the center. Blend that out towards the side. And then starting on top of the bow, we're just going to pull these curves going around. Just darken out with that bottom edge. Just adding these lines in random directions. I'm going to extend these curls along the side of the head. Now with the tip of our pencil, we're just going to refine the texture of the hair. And as we get near the end of a drawing, we're going to tighten up our shadows and add a little bit more detail. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Dolores. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. You can also drop your request in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.